Welcome to today's discussion. I'm Sonia.
And I'm Simon. We'll be covering the latest news on tech, global markets, and more.
Let's start with Apple's latest move. The company has expanded its partnership with Broadcom through a new multi-year agreement worth more than $30 billion.
That's a significant commitment. What exactly does this agreement entail?
The deal will produce more than 15 billion US-made chips and involves expanding a factory in Colorado. This is Apple's largest manufacturing commitment in the United States to date.
So this is not just a financial investment, but also a production boost. How does this fit into Apple's broader strategy?
According to the reports, this reinforces Apple's strategy to boost U.S. chip production. It's part of a larger trend where tech companies are investing heavily in domestic manufacturing.
That's interesting. The geopolitical tensions have been making headlines recently. Speaking of which, let's discuss the recent U.S. strikes on Iran and their impact on oil prices.
Oil prices surged more than 2% after the U.S. launched strikes on Iran. This move has also affected Asian shares, which were mixed in response.
The reaction in the market seems quite volatile. What about the broader implications of these strikes?
The article suggests that the strikes have raised geopolitical tensions, which in turn affect global markets. The energy shock caused by the conflict is a significant concern.
And it seems the situation escalated further with President Trump's statement that the ceasefire with Iran is over.
Yes, oil prices surged more than 6% following Trump's statement. This has also led to a tumble in stocks as the conflict between the U.S. and Iran intensifies.
The market reaction is quite strong. What does this mean for global economic stability?
The reports indicate that the conflict is causing significant uncertainty in the markets. The energy prices are particularly sensitive to geopolitical tensions in the region.
Let's shift gears a bit. Air Canada has announced a new CEO, Anko van der Werf, who is currently the head of Scandinavian Airlines.
That's right. Van der Werf will replace Michael Rousseau next year after a global search for a French-speaking candidate. He will remain in his current role until early 2027.
So it's a planned succession. What are the implications for Air Canada's strategy?
The appointment concludes the search for Rousseau's successor. Van der Werf's experience at Scandinavian Airlines could bring valuable insights to Air Canada.
The International Monetary Fund has downgraded its outlook for the world economy, citing the energy shock caused by the Iran war.
The IMF now expects the global economy to grow a sluggish 3% this year. However, the fallout from the conflict is being partially offset by booming investment in artificial intelligence and other technologies.
So there's a bit of a mixed picture here. On the one hand, the Iran war is dragging down the economy, but on the other, AI investments are providing a boost.
Exactly. The IMF's outlook was downgraded from 3.1% to 3%, and it's even further down from the 3.5% expected in 2026. This indicates a significant slowdown.
To put that 3% growth into perspective, that's roughly the size of the entire Australian economy. So it's a substantial figure, but still considered sluggish.
Yes, and it highlights the challenges the global economy is facing. The energy shock and geopolitical tensions are major factors.
What's driving the investment in AI, according to the reports?
The article suggests that booming investment in AI and other technologies is helping to offset some of the negative impacts of the Iran war on the global economy.
That's a positive note. How significant is this AI investment in the overall economic context?
The reporting indicates it's substantial enough to make a difference in the IMF's outlook. However, it's not enough to completely counterbalance the effects of the conflict.
Let's tie some of these stories together. The geopolitical tensions and the Iran war are affecting oil prices and global economic stability. At the same time, investments in AI are providing some relief.
That's a good point. The situation is complex, with multiple factors at play. The tech investments, like Apple's deal with Broadcom, are also part of this broader economic picture.
And Air Canada's new CEO appointment is a more contained story, but still relevant in the context of global global economic trends.
Exactly. It's a reminder that individual company strategies are influenced by the broader economic environment.
As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that the global economy is navigating a challenging landscape with various factors at play.
That's all for today. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.